All right. Good morning, everyone. Why did I say good morning? Because every day is a good day for us. And we need to start our day with a smile. So everyone, smile up, cheer up, back straight and focus. Let's start with this session. All right. So let me share the screen. All right. So here we go. So today, good morning. Today, I'm going to help you unlock the secret power of your brain. And you know what? The secret is that you can rewire your brain. You can rewire the entire arrangement of your brain cells and create your dreams, your desires to reality. Sounds absurd, right? No, actually, it's not. I'll tell you something with live examples. So, all right. So, luck and power of the luck and brain power that you want is not in a bottle or a capsule or a magic lamp. चिराग नहीं है हमारे पास में, अलादीन का चिराग नहीं है हमारे पास में. The luck, the power, the energy, the capability is only within you. So recently, I'll give you an example. Recently, my 10-year-old daughter was invited to a Spoken Fest festival as a problem solver. And there she was asked a question that my boss always scolds me and my boss always shouts at me and I don't know how to deal with it. And can you help me solve this question, solve this problem? And to which my daughter replied, it's simple. If you have done a mistake, acknowledge it and work on it. And if you have not done any mistake, then ignore. Now, how simple it could be, but we keep on thinking on these little issues of our life and, of course, create the entire block in our brain and brain waves. The reason why I'm telling you this is that nearly every kid between the age of 0 to 13 has this capability, has this ability, और इसके लिए कहा जाता है कि बच्चों में भगवान होता है. राइट सो हर बच्चे में ये कैपेबिलिटी, आप में भी ये कैपेबिलिटी थी जब आप इस 13 साल तक की उम्र के थे. उसके बाद जो हुआ ना, वो एक प्रॉब्लम हो गई. क्या हुआ? दैट आफ्टर यू बिकेम एन एडल्ट, life happened, adulting happened, and that's the reason why you could not work with your subconscious mind. You are working more with your conscious mind. Okay, so I'll tell you certain facts. Nearly every kid is a genius with creative ability to solve each and every problem. Okay, and when we check a child's consciousness through an ECG machine, we will find out that the brain waves have very, very active theta waves. Now, theta waves are somewhere related to your subconscious mind. As we go deeper into this conversation, I'll tell you how many waves we have and how these theta waves affect your subconscious mind, affect your thinking process, and of course, your reality. So when you look at an adult brain waves, you will conclude that theta waves have been deactivated. And this is a research. ये हवा की बात नहीं है, ये neuroscience है. This is a research that has happened. And everybody by now knows the power of subconscious mind. So why do we call theta a genius wave? You know, the reason why we keep on getting stuck in the same pattern, आपने भी देखा होगा कि बार-बार same चीज repeat हो रही है. बार-बार हम एक ही चीज, एक ही एपिसोड को देखते जा रहे हैं और वो ही सेम पैटर्न हमारी लाइफ में चलता जा रहा है. We actually don't see growth because the modern way of living is kind of putting our thinking process down and giving us a problem, and we are revolving around the problem. We are stuck in that vicious cycle, and the result is that, of course, we are not able to achieve our goals, and resentfulness is there, and people are getting bitter. Especially in Mumbai, we have seen people getting angry at no reason. At drop of the hat, people get angry. So there is a reason behind it, because our mind has been now programmed in a certain way that we keep on thinking the same. And our brain is actually the brain cell, the cells of the neurons are like Velcro. They like sticking to the negative patterns, but they don't like sticking to the positive patterns. And that is the reason why we keep on going round and round in the circle, and same type of patterns happen in our life. So talking about theta waves, see, our brain has 5 types of wave: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and theta. Now, delta is the slowest and gamma is the fastest. So what about theta? What happens at theta? When we are at theta level of our brain, your mind, and it happens because when your mind and body is in a phase of relaxation or in a phase of restoration, only then the theta waves get activated. So you must have also observed that कभी कभी कुछ लोगों का life ऐसा होता है that there are certain lucky events in the life where whatever they do, however they do, it becomes reality. वो हो ही जाता, they are always successful. And you must have seen the old story of this guy, okay, a scientist who was in a bathtub and sitting there taking a shower, and achanak se he jumped out and started shouting eureka, eureka, right? Yes. So same thing happens with us whenever, and this is again a research. We have seen that whenever a person is in the bathroom, taking a shower, at that time, you get maximum ideas, you get maximum solutions of your problems. How? Because your body and mind is relaxed there. It's simple. Whenever your mind and body is completely in a relaxed state, you are in a state of blankness, nothingness. And that nothingness increases your creativity, your mindfulness. It increases your problem solving capacity. It increases your memory power. It increases everything, your learning ability, and a lot more. Okay. So the thing is that if we are able to activate these theta waves in our brain, if we are able to activate the theta waves in our brain, we will also be able to behave like these successful people, right? See, there are two things, two aims of an individual. One aim is to definitely become spiritual and get out of the cycle of birth and death. And this is how it happens when we talk about yoga philosophy. But yoga philosophy also tells you that your body is a way through which you can achieve your goals. Okay, you can achieve your dharma. Charak Samhita says, Sharir Madhya Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. So your body is a way through which you can achieve your goals. And to go there, to the higher level of consciousness, also you need to activate your theta waves. So all in all, कुछ भी करके आपको theta waves को तो activate करना ही पड़ेगा. आप अपने spiritual self को बढ़ाना चाहते हैं तो भी theta wave को आपको activate करना पड़ेगा. और आपको अगर आपके materialistic goals को fructify करना है, if you want to make it a reality, then also you will have to activate your theta waves. Without that, you won't be able to achieve things in that speed. Of course, you are going to do mehnat, you're going to do hard work, but the speed at which you can achieve your goals. And a lot of researchers suggest that when you are in a state of stress, your ability to solve a problem decreases, right? So when you are in a state of relaxation and restoration, your ability to solve the problem and achieve what you want increases. It's as simple as that. It's very, very simple. Okay, so when do you activate your theta waves? Okay, you can activate your theta waves, of course, through various measures, which we are going to discuss in the next coming slides. But you can also achieve it just before sleeping. When you're about to fall asleep and there are actually no thoughts in your head, that time also the theta waves get activated. Or you are in REM cycle in middle of the sleep, where your subconscious mind is active and you're not in a state of dream. Okay, there. When or you are doing deep relaxation, guided relaxation, that's when you can achieve your theta. You can get your theta waves. So I'll tell you my story, okay, what really happened to me and how did I reach here in front of you. Simply, I'm published today in a lot of national and international newspapers and magazines. I'm a small town girl born and brought up in Jodhpur, and I was invited by the High Commission of India. I opened my own clinic in South Bombay. I mean, it's an expensive place, and became one of the most qualified integrated nutrition, lifestyle, and yoga coach. And also, I could marry the man of my dreams. How? Simply because of the power of visualization and activation of theta waves. We'll come to this as well. So how do we activate theta waves? The basic question, the very important question, जिसके लिए हम सब यहाँ बैठे हैं. See, there are various ways of relaxing your mind, the various ways of getting into this mode of theta waves. Of course, it takes practice because we are all designed in a certain way. We have been taught in a certain way that अभी ना stress important है ज़्यादा हमारी life में. क्यों? क्योंकि हमको ये achieve करना है, वो achieve करना है, and the kind of education we are exposed to, it's getting difficult day by day to tap into yourself. Okay, so there are various ways, as you can see on the screen: meditation, yoga asanas, breathing exercise, using a biofeedback machine या वायर लगा के आपको थोड़े से vibrations दिए जाते हैं. बहुत ही छोटी उसके, you will not go crazy, but yeah, those vibrations can also activate theta waves in your brain, or in your brain. Or you could go for a nature walk, or join the 4 AM club. कहा जाता है कि तब ना आपका ट्रैफिक कम होता है between God and you, and that's when whatever you manifest, whatever you want, becomes your reality. And that's the reason why a lot of people like to join the 4 AM club. And it is a virtual club where everybody wakes up at 4 AM and they do their meditation, they do their manifestation, things become true. I know it's difficult looking at the profile of you all, where you are into corporate field and you don't get time to sleep, how to wake up at 4 AM, but we'll have easier solutions for you as well. Again, there are sound waves, visualization that we are going to discuss, and hypnosis. Again, a lot of techniques through which you can activate theta waves. But how much to depend on people? How much to depend on me or anybody else, right? It has to come from within, and that's the reason why it becomes a habit. It becomes a part of your lifestyle. And this is what we are going to discuss now. All right. So moving on next, why do we want to do that? Simply because you want to create your reality. You want to create. Only theta waves generation do not help here. Let me tell you that. You have to have your goals and missions stated in front of you. Unless you have the vision, see, आप theta में तो पहुंच गए, आप वो wavelength में आ गए, but you don't know what to do next. Then again, you are stuck, right? So we have to have a foolproof plan to activate these cells, the neurons in your brain, and to have the goal in front of you. And this is what we are going to do: create a vision board, and then we'll start how to use it. Then we'll also do a little activity, how to use your vision board. Okay, so let's move on to next. So you can definitely achieve through the power of visualization. As I already said, you can make it happen. See, understand, vision board manifestation technique is the one through which you can put physical and visually your manifestation and goal. And I'm repeating this again and again because you need to put down your intentions in front of you in the universe, and then only it comes back to you, right? If you don't tell anyone, मांगे बिना कुछ नहीं मिलता है, right? और मांगने से भगवान भी मिल जाता है. So you have to put things in front of you, and that is the reason, that is the way how you can get your visions, your goals, you can make them your reality. Okay, now simply after looking at your vision board on a day-to-day basis, you can make efforts towards your goals with consistency. Okay, sometimes things are in our head, but we are so occupied with our day-to-day life, we are not able to recall what we want. We're not able to understand कि हमको क्या चाहिए, because we are also very, very scattered with our thoughts, because there's so much happening around us, right? So it is important to have your goals very clear in front of you so that you can start working on them. All right. And your subconscious transformation can happen only when you have direction, when you know where and how to go. So goals again रखने से कुछ नहीं होगा, आपके actions भी होने चाहिए. Simply law of karma. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतु भूते संगो सत्कर्मणि. That means if you are not doing your karma, if you're not doing the job, you're not going to get it, right? So these all things have to be there. So वो करना है हमको, goals हमारे होने चाहिए, actions होने चाहिए, right? और फिर विजन बोर्ड अगर सामने हो तो हम अपने सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को ट्रेन कर सकते हैं. It really works. It really works. And as I said, the example is right in front of you. And there are so many people who are doing this. And across the globe, we have a lot of research going around it, right? So it happens, it works. You have to trust the process and you have to keep doing your best. So let's begin rewiring the brain. Let's begin this process. Ready, everyone? So things that you need. I want you to grab some paper, maybe 2 or 3 sheets. Pens, if you have colored pens, it's great. Otherwise, nahi hai to simple blue pen bhi chalega, but colored pen ho, sketch pen ho, pencil colors ho, anything that is around you, gather it. A passport size photo of you, if you have, or something that represent you. Otherwise, it's fine. Kuch nahi hai. If you're sitting in the office, it's fine. Just get paper and pens. If you have access to laptop and printer, then you can keep your glue and scissor also along. We'll go forward. As we go forward, I'll tell you what to do and how to do the process, but keep ready. I'll give you 1 minute to grab all your stuff and come back. All right, let's move ahead. Okay. So step 2, now you need to list down your 5 goals in the following areas. We'll go on these areas one by one. We are going to move from one area to another area, but I just want you to visualize, think about these areas for a minute. Just read this: your physical body, about your health, your finances. See, there are various goals of our life. Okay, when we talk about holistic health doesn't just becomes, or your health is not just a reflection of your physical body. It is also a reflection of your mental state. It is also, agar paisa nahi ho jeb mein to chalega kya? Nahi, it is also about finances. Financial health is also very important. When we talk about relationships, your relationships nourish you. Imagine there is no love in a marriage, or if there is no love in a parent and a child relationship, it doesn't work. It makes you sick. It makes you feel sad. It makes you cry. It makes you feel horrible. It makes you feel demotivated, right? So all these things nourish you, your career path, your purpose, aimless life. Again, a lot of movies are made on this. A beautiful book has been written on Ikigai. If you get a chance, do read it. It's about your purpose, finding your purpose. Again, when we talk about the circle of life, the holistic health, everything that nourishes you, we are not just physical body, we are not just mental, we're not just talking about spirit, your relationship or your finances, only paisa ho or baki relationship agar dhang ke nahi ho, it doesn't work for you, right? When we talk about your spiritual well-being, okay, gratitude, compassion, love for nature, for the world, it also matters. It also makes you human. So these areas are also very, very important. Your social life, your fame, your reputation, your relationship with people in your social structure, that also matters. Then again, things about your self-growth, your education, personal development. We'll go on every step one by one, but I want you to now get into zone of thinking on these grounds, because thinking also takes a lot of time. So start thinking about these areas, like what you really want for yourself. Your home environment, it could be buying a new house, or just removing the clutter from your house, or letting go things that you don't no longer need. All these areas, I want to keep thinking about these areas. Okay, keep thinking, and try and list down 5 goals in these following areas. I'll give you a minute. Think, close your eyes, write down your goals on a piece of paper. All right, now talking about your physical body and your health, ask yourself these questions. What is the most important aspect of your physical fitness or your goals? It could be losing 5 kilos. It could be eating healthy. It could be hitting the gym every day. How could you take better care of your body and your health? How could you eat better or move better? Maybe eating homemade food, or maybe getting a cook for yourself, or probably cooking food by yourself. Anything related to anything which is your goal, and narrow down, funnel down your thoughts to 1 or 2 most important points. Think about it. Keep thinking, elaborate, think, and then list down 1 or 2 important points about your physical well-being. What do you really want to do about your physical health? Maybe keeping your body weight in check. Maybe working on your knee exercises, maybe working on your cervical, maybe visiting the doctor, maybe doing physiotherapy on a regular basis, anything. Done? Can I have your answer in the chat box? Shall we move ahead? Yes? With me? Lovely. All right. Avoiding junk. Great, great. Anything, any goal of yours. Great. Let's move ahead. So we have listed down a point for our physical. Just 1 or 2 points, not much. ज्यादा कुछ इकट्ठा नहीं करेंगे हम. एक या दो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, उसको हमने लिस्ट कर लिया. ठीक है? All right. Next. All right. Now, talking about your finances, your wealth, your prosperity, okay? Are your finances in place? If not, how can you bring in a better financial? Probably you're overspending. Probably you're not able to manage the accounts properly. Anything, it could be anything. When we talk about prosperity, what is success to you? Reaching the position of a manager, is that successful for you? Or anything else? Or if you're truly satisfied by where you are, then you can bring in gratefulness there. And then probably look ahead, go ahead. Again, come back, funnel down, narrow down to 1 or 2 most important points. It could be just simply earning, say, 6 or 7 figure or 8 figure, whatever. Anything that resonates with you, anything that makes you think. Write it down on the piece of paper. Write it down. Great. Super. Shall we move ahead? Let's go to the third goal. Talking about your relationships. Again, on a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being the lowest and 5 being the highest, rate your current relationship. Now, how can you make your relationships more fulfilling? What kind of relationships you want in your life? How can you love and contribute towards yourself and your family or others in the community? How deeper your connections are with people? If you're looking for a spouse, what qualities that would you like to see in a spouse? What do you want in a spouse? And if you have a spouse, how you can strengthen your relationships. And if everything is great, let's be grateful about it. It could be your intimate relationship with your partner, or your romantic relationship with your partner. It could be just about your relationship with your mother-in-law, or your father, or your mother, or your sibling. It could be relationship with your children, anything. It could be about your communication. It could be about judgments. It could be about arguments. How can you make it better? Let's think about that. Let's think of how we can make our relationships healthy. Let's move to the next point. Now let's talk about career path. We spoke about finances. It could be correlating with your finances. It could be a separate thing, or it could be just a part of your career or your finances. Anything is okay. You can skip this if you have written this point in your finances. And if you have not written, then you can move on to this one as well. So talking about your career, your purpose, again, your business. How can you find meaning and work towards your purpose? Your ikigai. How can you have a fulfilling career? Is it aligned with your dream? How can your career and your dreams be aligned with each other? Again, narrow down to 1 or 2 very important points here. Write it down. Write it down. You know, your fingers have memory. When we write, it touches your brain cells. That's the reason why we have been writing. And that's how we learn. That's how it registers. Let's move on to the next one. Now, talking about your spiritual well-being, your compassion, kindness. Let's talk about that, because how can, this is again very beautiful. We can't be running throughout in our life. We have to bring in some kind of thera, some kind of peace, some kind of, a level of mindfulness, or somewhere where you feel great from inside. And it has to do nothing with God or religion. Okay, remember that. When we are talking about your spiritual self, it could be your compassion towards the world. It could be your self-limiting beliefs. Okay, that don't let you grow. That is also something about you. For example, my daughter once said, I cannot run fast. Some people say I'm not very creative. I'm not a good leader. There's so many things. Something that holds you back. I'm not good at communication. A lot of people think that. I don't look good, probably that. Now, after thinking about these limiting beliefs, about your confidence, it could be your confidence, it could be your own, about your own self, the way your hair looks or the way your face looks, anything that you think may not be true, but you think. Now think how you can overcome that in a positive way. It could be what good habits you want to inculcate. Overthinking, yes, it could be overthinking. Again, narrow down to one or two very important points here. All right, let's move on to next. Now, when we're talking about a social life, your fame, your reputation, the interpersonal relationship with people outside the house. Again, it can somewhere collide with your relationships that we spoke about in the beginning. It's okay if you have written there and if you think there is nothing here, you can skip it. But if you want to think over it, you want to enhance this area as well, you can start thinking on these grounds and you can start writing about this as well. So what kind of people would you like to meet? What do you want people to think when they think of you? That is also one challenging thing. वो मेरे बारे में, that person must be thinking something about me. That person, that auntie, that neighbor, that colleague of mine must be thinking, oh God, I'm so ashamed, I'm so embarrassed. Right? Resonating with people. How can you experience more bonding, touch, comfort with other people? Narrow down again to one or two very important points here. Narrow down. Filter. Funnel down. Come to one or two very important areas where you really want to focus. Shani, let's move on next. Now talking about your self-growth, your education, your personal development, your self-care. What can I do to reduce these areas, to reduce negative thinking? What can I do to overcome my weaknesses? How do I want to learn and experience this year? How can you grow? Like this year, I had decided I would definitely start with a dance class, and I started with my dance class. Something that helps you feel bringing joy to your life. Something that will help you bring joy and happiness. That could be a part of it. That missing part in life, you can incorporate that here. Lovely. Yoga, watching movies, yes. That could be a thing that I will do yoga every day. All right, let's move on next. All right. Talking about the home environment, talking about the environment around you, your office environment. Okay, how can you enhance that? How can you enhance your physical and financial security and safety? That is also your environment. Making your house clutter-free, arranging your desk, that could be a thing. Keeping the desk clean, that could be a thing. Or buying a new house, that could also be a goal. Everybody has a different goal. So what goals are associated with the environment? Probably taking a step to reduce the waste, reduce, reuse, recycle, working on any of the SDG goals. It could be a goal. Probably that is something which is bothering you, which is affecting your well-being. That you can do your contribution. Anything for the environment, anything for your home, office, organization, something that fosters your development and growth. All right, so we are done with our goals. These are the goals which are these are your things that you really want in your life, right? So it could be around somewhere between 5 to 8, 10 goals that you have written by now. All right, let's move next. Now let's take a moment to again list down these and visualize them. Think and smile looking at these goals as if you've already achieved them. Do they make you happy? Do they make you content? If it is not making you happy or content or giving you a sign of relief or something which makes you like, accomplished or fulfilled, then it is not your goal. It is somebody else's goal. If it is your goal, it will make, if you think about it, just the thought of it will make you feel wow. List down, sit with your goals, sit, breathe, read, smile, visualize them, look at them, see that as if it is fructifying, it is becoming reality. Think it has become reality, it is fructifying. Now let's put these goals all together. People who have access to laptop, basically a printer, you can take up, you can put keywords and take pictures of your goals. For example, a new house. If you want a new house, you could take a picture of a new house, the one that you think that it should look like, and take a printout of that picture. Okay, if you want to, say for example, talk about something like doing yoga every day. Okay, so you can definitely Google a picture, take that picture, take a printout of that. If you want to make your finances better, for example, simple things like increasing the number, like go for 7 digit or 8 digits, take a picture of money. Okay, whoever has access to laptop, do this. Otherwise, we are going to use another way. But remember, I want you to write now certain lines, but your vision and mission statement should first have to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. If you're not an astronaut, then you can't think of going to the moon, right? You have to be an astronaut because you have to know the way to go to. Your actions have to be on the path of going to the moon. Okay, so think of those. If you have not done your karma, if you have not done your duties, if you have not done the job, the homework, your goals will not be able to fructify. I mean, that's logic. Your manifestation will fructify only when you have taken steps towards it. So remember that. Your points that you have written, they have to be achievable, relevant. It should not be vague. Okay. Now, how to write these goals? Simply, you have to write in present continuous tense. Okay. For example, I can lose 10 kg or I am losing 10 kgs weight in 3 months. I am eating healthy food. I am eating homemade meals. I am eating salads with my meals. I am doing yoga every day. My relationship with my husband is improving day by day. Okay, use action words. If you're a freelancer, if you're working for yourself, you can say, I attract clients every day. Okay, revisit the goals again. Revisit the goals and now put them in a language which says that it is happening. It is happening right now at this moment. It is happening. It could be simply all my relationships are healthy because they're based on love and compassion. It could be every person in my family is healthy and happy. The intention and then the affirmation. If you think you have anger issues, it could be I maintain peace and calm while speaking to members of my family. Visualize that happening. Now, if there is any conversation happening, visualize with your closed eyes that yes, you are responding to them in a peaceful manner. If you have difficulty in making friends, if you are an introvert, you could write, I am making new friends with ease. I am making new friends with ease. If you think you're not good with communication, you could say, my choice of words is kind and respectful, and my communication is clear. If you want to incorporate self love and self care techniques, you could just write, I love myself unconditionally. If you lack focus, you could say, I choose to focus on the next step and not the entire path. That is, again, funneling down your thoughts. One step at a time, one day at a time. Write positive sentences, action words with I am, I can, I choose, I believe, I know. Now, after writing these thoughts, what you could do is take a piece of paper, like the way I have used this. In the center, I've made my picture because I did not have a passport size photo. And with this, I have made certain blocks and wrote one affirmation everywhere. So I have written, I wake up every morning filled with joy because I know that I face each day with support and love from my partner. This is my gratitude. I want to write a book. So I have written, I am the bestseller author of the country. I've also written, I attract new clients every day. And this has been happening. So I keep on I want to reinforce it. I want it again. So on a piece of paper, you could just write all of these. Now, we have everything ready. The homework is done. The goals are in front of you. The intentions are in front of you. Now, what you need to do is how to use it. This is what you need to learn now. You have done the job. You have written it off. Now, we will use it. So now, keep your intentions in front of you. Simply close your eyes. I'll teach you a very, very simple technique to keep your mind neutral and get into the place of theta. Let's activate theta waves. Now, what you need to do is keep observing your breath without any judgment. No judgment. Just observe as if you're watching a movie. Keep observing your brain, your breath. Just flow with your breath. Keep observing. Keep flowing. Keep flowing. Just go with the flow of your breath. Observe your breath without any judgment. Loosen your body, relax your shoulders. Let the gravity take the weight of your body. Drop your shoulders, relax your hands, relax your feet, relax your legs and forehead, relax each and every cell of your body. Now keep breathing deep and deep and deep. Keep breathing deep and deep and deep. And with every exhalation, release the tension. Now take your attention to the tip of your tailbone. Inhaling, travel up all the way to your forehead, your crown region, and exhaling, travel down. Again, inhaling, travel up from your tailbone to your lumbar, to your thoracic, all the way to your crown. And exhaling, go down, travel down. Keep traveling. Keep breathing. Now take your attention to the center of your eyebrows. Go deep inside your head and imagine there is a blackboard there. Now write with bright white light like the color of the moon, whatever your intentions you have set. Write your intention with bright white light. It's shining. Keep writing, keep repeating. Contemplate on the thought. Read it loudly in your head. And now bring back your awareness to your own self, your physical body. Feel the environment around you. Feel the cool air touching your skin. Slowly bring your palms together and rub your palms. Make a cup of warm palms over your eyes. And now slowly release your hands. Namaste. So this was a short meditation through which you could write whatever you have thought of, your goals, your power of visualization. You could use it here. That is one technique through which you could put things in your subconscious mind. Another way is now what we have created, your vision board. Every morning when you wake up, that time your mind is relaxed and you're not thinking of anything. And every night when you're sleeping before going to bed, again, your mind is relaxed because you're now trying to hit the sack. Keep this in front of you and look at it. Read it aloud. Visualize it. And then manifest it. So researchers say it takes 66 days, ideally, for us to change the structure of brain. In 21 days, you can make a new neural pathway. In 40 days, a new habit. And in 60 days, your brain can change the structure. So over the time, you can neurochemically teach your brain and body to fire the new neurons. And when new neurons are made, you can create your reality. I've given a short link in the chat box. I've given a link there on which there are free printables and a list of few affirmations that you can use to create your vision boards. You could use a paper the way we did it, or you could use a canvas. This is the way my daughter had created. I hope you could see. Is it visible? She has written her own vision here. So you could use something like that to create your vision board, all right, and create your dreams, make your dreams come true. With this, I'll end the session. Thank you very much. Over to you, Ekta.
Yeah, so thank you, Vartika, for sharing us the wonderful insights. And I would like to launch a feedback poll. Just read this. Please share your feedback so that it will help us to curate such more sessions. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, the feedback poll is live on your screen. So you can start answering those questions. And meanwhile, if you have any questions related to this topic, or you have any doubts, you can also raise your hand. We will move to the panelist and you can speak to Vartika directly. Or else if you have any questions, you can raise them here. Yeah, Vartika, you can show that virtual board. Yeah.
Yeah. Agnes wanted to see this. So this is the way she has created her on a canvas. You could make your own this way. You could click pictures, put your pictures on this. You could, so she's interested in football and basketball. She's written that. Then she has also written that I'm the best in all the subjects. She's a student. So this is what she has created for herself. Okay. I am able to draw perfect and exceptionally good pencil shading. This is what she has created again for her own self. So this is a way you can create your own. All right. Canvas पे कर सकते हो, paper पे कर सकते हो. I have given you free printables. You could use that as well. Whatever, however, everything is okay as long as your missions and goals are in front of you. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Agnes. Thank you, Gargi.
So guys, this is the opportunity to clear all your doubts or any of your questions that you have. So please feel free to raise them here, or else you can raise your hand and we can move to your panelist as well.
Thank you, Madhuraj. Thank you, Agnes. Thank you, Gargi. Thank you, Prachi. Thank you, Deepa, Himanshu. Thank you.
So I think there are no more questions or
Right.
yeah. So as we are ending this webinar, so I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of us for joining us on this transformative journey. So remember, your mind holds boundless potential, and with the right tools and mindset, you can turn your vision into realities. So I encourage everyone to embrace the power of visualization to craft your mission with clarity and step boldly onto the path of manifestation. And thank you, Vartika, once again for sharing us such a wonderful insight and helping us through all the information that you have shared us. So together, let us unlock the incredible capabilities of our subconscious mind. So thank you once again, and may your journey be filled with abundance and fulfillment and joy. And we will see you next week with the upcoming sessions. So please stay tuned and please do register for the upcoming session as well.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Vartika. Thank you, everyone.